Hi and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today in this classic review we're going back in time and we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe, a real American hero rock and roll. This is my original figure. It is the swivel arm, so there's a 1.5 version, and I gotta say he's probably seen some better days. He doesn't have the proper helmet, he's missing the bipod, but we're going to take a look at the detail again. When you still have your childhood figures, I'm hoping that they're not in perfect condition because I hope you were having fun playing with your toys, and that's the reason why we're taking a look at these. Maybe it brings back some memories. Who knows? Maybe your cousin got it and you played with your cousin. He had rock and roll and you had short fuse, right? And you always swapped because he liked that one more and you liked his more. I'm just hoping it brings back some of the feels of what we had as a kid, because let's be honest, we're adults now. And this is fun. Paying bills and mortgages is not. So anyway, we're going to take a look at them, look at all the detail. But let's get into this guy. Let's not waste any more time. If you like this type of stuff and you like these classic reviews that I've been giving you, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop one of these pretty cool classic reviews of an old figure. Alright, so here's the figure, and you can see he's still standing. He's actually a fairly tight figure. Does have a new O-ring in it, as they don't last over time. So first things first, we'll take a look at the weapon, and this is the big machine gun. And as I mentioned earlier, I do not have a bipod, which is supposed to sit right there. It is a very small bipod, but even as a kid, I thought it was super cool. You could try and pose them the best possible. I always, anytime someone had a bipod, I tried to make it work, tried to not take pictures, but set them up that way. You can see the big long barrel here. There's your iron sight, and then obviously your there's no port, but that's obviously where the bullets are going to come out of. There's no ammo belt. There's nothing like that. It's way too I want to say archaic, but too long ago. But you can see the ventilation here, obviously, where you can hold it here. All right, no trigger guard, but there's your grip. And then obviously you have your stock that kind of sits there. And again, I always thought this was an awesome, awesome looking gun. So much fun, very big. And again, I think they did a great job when they made the bipod. Unfortunately, who knows where that might be, if it's even still around, as things may have deteriorated. As for the helmet, again, this is not his helmet, but they are all the same. Again, little earpiece right there, so you can put the visor on it, whether it be the visor that comes with Colonel Hawk or the visor that comes with Steeler. Just a little lip right there that's actually going to stop the visors when they go down. But the helmets are universal. They fit on all the figures, which is actually pretty cool that we didn't have to worry about changing them out. Now onto this figure, and this is a figure that, well, even though the torso or the lower legs and everything are the same, you had a chest piece and a face that I don't believe got used again, other than in someone like Rock and Roll. So quickly we'll take a look at him, and I think he might be the first one that has different color eyebrows. His eyes are the same color here, but then he has this blonde hair. All right, he's supposed to be a surfer guy. He does have the nice beard that runs all the way down. As you can see, I got some paint or something. There's got to be some sort of paint rub on it. I tried cleaning it off. You can see it also right there. I don't want to use any paint thinner to take it off or anything like that, or Winsor & Newton. But it just goes completely around here. I never even noticed it is painted right there. So it is a full beard, just kind of painted on, but the hair is only right there. Nice hairpiece right there. So all in all, I think that actually looks pretty good. There you got the bullets. Now, why he has a cross bullet belt, I don't know. Yes, we know that this was a belt-fed machine gun, but this was something different, and obviously they weren't going to be able to reuse it ever again. But you can see the detail on each bullet. And then around here, you can see kind of it straps underneath so it doesn't move. So even then, when kind of looking at this feels like it was even more for aesthetic for him. Like, this guy's going out into the field, he's going out into battle, and he's like, I'm going to show what a badass I am by just showing the bullets on me, and it's going to scare people away. because they weren't going to move if they were underneath here, right? He's got the short sleeves, and again, you can see the nice folded cuffs here. It almost looks like this is a piece that's supposed to maybe button up to hold it up. And then obviously he just has bare forearms, no tattoos. I'm perfectly fine with. I can take them or leave them with the newer figures too. Here we have the Hasbro house with the H behind it. We got the belt, and as I keep pointing out, little belt loops right here. And then it has the one single pocket. And there it tells you that this was 82-83 Hasbro, made in Hong Kong. The little pouches on the side that were painted gold. This one here is not just a regular pouch. This looks like it's either some sort of communicator or med pack. Maybe if someone served back then, maybe they know if they're just a historian. You have the tucked in boots, and you can see the way that it's folded. So it's made to look like they're just kind of scrunched up at the bottom. The boots here, I don't think these are supposed to be buckles. If anyone knows exactly what they are, or they might be buckles. I think they're buckles. I don't think they're supposed to be shoelaces. And then it looks like maybe it's a pouch right here. I'm not exactly sure, but everything looks really nice, and they all have the peg holes, which is all the same across, which is really good. I know I'm not a fan of stands. You guys hear that when I talk about the classified, but when it comes to figures that are this small, if I see someone using them, I fully understand, because you're never going to get a running pose in one of these. Sometimes they just become so loose that they can't stand. But for the most part, I do still try and use all my figures without a stand. Now, I gotta say, I really do wish that I had the bipod here, because it actually probably line up pretty well right on this light post. So kind of disappointing. It's something I'm going to have to eventually get if I want to complete the line. But anyway, there is your version 1.5 rock and roll, looking at his detail. And again, I do think this is a really nice looking figure. I think I always kind of liked rock and roll just because he had the big machine gun. All right, so there you go. That is your V1.5 rock and roll. It's version 1 for the most part. Just has swivel arm battle grip, which I think is way, way better. I've mentioned that before. I don't like the straight arms. You might as well just snap the thumbs off before you even start doing anything with those. But anyway, there you go. You can take a look at them. Tell me, do you have any stories about this? Was it your first figure? Was it something that your mom, grandma, grandpa gave you? Maybe there was a story. Maybe your grandfather was a machine gunner somewhere, and he says, that's exactly how we look. That's what we did. I want to hear these stories. Tell me in the description, in the comments, if you have a story about rock and roll. And hell, go back to any of the other ones that I've done. Tell me stories there. Tell me what it is that you remember about these figures. Why it takes you back to such a better place. I don't want to say a better place, an easier place in our time. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, but if you like these type of stuff, if you like these classic reviews, please take a second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, then hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop something like this. Now I'm going to take off. You're like, you know what? I haven't seen a vehicle in a while. I need to see a vehicle. Well, you know what? Here is the hell right here, and down here is going to be a playlist of all the classic reviews that I've done. Take care.